Yo dudes, welcome to our absolute best miso ramen. This is a dish which I cook most weeks, takes 10 minutes, super nourishing and packed full of plant-based diversity. So we're taking a traditional ramen and we're adapting it as two Irish people to make it simpler, easier and using standard ingredients that you'll find in your supermarket. This takes 10 minutes, it's super tasty and all my family love this. Okay, first step, I've got 1.5 liters of water on the boil. This is what we're gonna boil our noodles in, but we have a hack for that. Wait for this now. Okay, into our blender, we're using our blast and go. We're gonna put in 1 clove of garlic. We're gonna put in half a thumb-sized piece of ginger. Excellent.
That was very well, great elocution.
Juice of
half a thumb.
Juice of half a lime, or a nice squeeze of a bit of acid. We go with 2 tablespoons of tamari or soy sauce. And then we're gonna go with miso. We're using a white miso. You could use dark. White is just simply less fermented miso. And I'm gonna go in with about 100 ml of water. This is really just to dilute it so it blends easy. Pop the lid on and blend until smooth. Traditionally with the ramen, miso, there's a dashi made which is based on sea vegetables. But there's nothing traditional about what we're doing here. This is really quick, it's tasty, and it's our simplified version. So we're gonna put in some dried mushroom. Yes. In they go? Yeah, in they go. In they go, great. Okay, so this is really simple. As we said, this is quick, easy, and a little bit dirty.
What do you mean by dirty?
Well, it's just like it's our hack. It's a hack version of miso ramen, which I make for my family every week, and they love it. So in goes. That's all our flavour, it really is. So 1 clove of garlic, 1 thumb-sized piece of ginger, a bit of miso, and some
traditionally
tamari.
with a ramen, there would be some form of a noodle. And it could be an udon, it could be a soba noodle, but in place you're going to use some
wholemeal spaghetti, and you might go, oh my God, they're not putting spaghetti in it, but it actually cooks really well. It's much easier, it's typically better quality, it's more affordable, and you tend to have it in the press more often.
And it's based on whole grains.
Yeah, so I'm going to go in with about 250 to 300 grams of spaghetti. I know I can hear you wince in your seat go, spaghetti in a ramen. But trust us on this one. I've put this one to the test so many times with my kids and my family.
Okay, so while this is boiling away, we're gonna start to cook some mushrooms. These are some oyster mushrooms grown by our friend Stefan. So we're gonna just rip them up into small pieces like this because we wanna keep a bit of texture and color and variety on them. So we're gonna do some as small pieces and one as a big chunk just for something more interesting.
Right, so we've got a small, beautiful little frying pan here and we're gonna cook this on a high heat. I've got 1 tablespoon of oil.
So there's a small amount of ginger that I'm gonna put with the mushrooms just to give them a little bit more flavor. Mushrooms are a great carrier of flavor, so it's important that we really kind of fill them and pack them full of it so they're delicious. So on top of our pan, we got our mushrooms. We go 1 whole one, which we're gonna compress there. And on top of that goes our little bit of ginger and a nice pinch of salt just to help draw some of that moisture out. While they're cooking down, I'm just gonna mix together a little bit of a dressing. I've got 2 tablespoons of tamari or soya sauce, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup or sweetener of choice, and juice of half a lime. This is just going to carry some umami sweetness. It's going to create this glaze and just flavor bomb for them.
Okay, this is a great technique when cooking mushrooms called compression. It really makes a huge difference. So take a pan or a lid, pop it on top, and literally you're adding your weight on top of it to compress it. Hear that sizzling? That's water evaporating. It's encouraging caramelization and flavor development. It really makes a huge difference.
How long do you press for, Dave?
You know, I'd go with maybe a minute or 2 and then turn them.
As the mushrooms are cooking, I'm gonna prepare just some of our veg just to decorate our ramen. So here I've got a carrot which I have peeled. I'm gonna chop these just into battens or matchsticks if you wanna call that.
So just to show you the caramelization that develops, which is lovely. So I'm gonna turn these over and we'll go with another little bit of compression. Obviously, if it gets hot, use a tea towel or something just to prevent it transferring.
I'm just going to finish off preparing the rest of my veg. So we have our carrots chopped into just battens. I have a red chili here. I'm just going to chop it at a slight angle. Just increases the surface area of the inside, makes it look a little bit more interesting. Then we've got some coriander or whatever herb of choice you like. Again, try to use the stalk just to minimize waste.
Basil works well if you like basil. Scallion or green onion is another vegetable which I'll often use for just finishing it off.
And finally, just in terms of a bit of nutrition, I've got some dinosaur kale or cavallonero from the farm. Just take the stalk off it, and this is just going to add more variety, more texture, and just more nutrition to the dish.
Okay, so mushrooms have cooked down for probably 5 to 7 minutes. See, there's lovely caramelization on them. We're going straight in with the sauce. And this is really just going to marinate it and cook off and thicken it and just add so much flavour. The tamari and maple syrup will really make it look so caramelised and really add so much flavour as well. So grab a bowl of choice. I typically prefer a wider bowl. You're going to need a ladle and a slotted spoon. Slotted spoon is just a spoon with holes, makes it easier to get the noodles. Just before we finish up, very important finishing touch. I'm going to leave my mushrooms to boil off there. I want to evaporate all the sauce and make sure it's absorbed. But while I'm doing that is to taste our broth. So our broth, this is what we're going to serve it with, just to make sure that it's packed with flavour. And one thing we'll always say to anyone cooking at home and wanting to make better food, season as you go and season to your palate. So 5 base flavours, salt, sweet, bitter, acidic, and umami. And with this, we want to try to find that balance. It should have deep, rich umami notes and feel real nourishing. Light, needs more tamari, needs more miso, more salt. Oh, it's lovely, yeah. Okay, so we're going to just season this to our taste. It's a little bit light, so I'm going to go in with another tablespoon of miso. That's going to bring more sweet umami notes. We're going to go with 2 tablespoons of tamari and a nice pinch of salt. Beautiful. Delicious.
Yeah?
That is really, really good. Yeah, yum.
Oh, I love miso.
And if you wanted to add more flavour, that you could have added dried seaweed to it as well, would be very nice as well. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start off by popping some noodles down in the bottom of the bowl.
In goes our noodles or our spaghetti. In comes our broth.
Okay, once our noodles are nicely submerged, it's time to layer it up. So I'm going to start just layering in a little bit of coriander there. We're going to go with a little bit of chilli. Going with some carrot battens. We're going to go with some of that kale. And then to really kind of level it up, I've got some of this mushroom steak. I have a little bit of, you could use pickled ginger, or else we're using a little bit of a crimson sauerkraut there. And just finish it with just a little sprinkle of chili. This is gochujang, which is a Korean chili powder, which just makes it look a little bit nicer. And ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. 10 minutes, very simple miso ramen hybrid with spaghetti in it. I know it sounds, and it has been our absolute interpretation. It is a very tasty dish. It is very easy to make. All the ingredients are typically in your house. And obviously mix and match the veg which you include with it. I'll always have carrots in the fridge and I'll always have red chili. And I always have spaghetti and the core ingredients for making my broth.
Insane.
It's really, really good.
Or the mushrooms, sorry.
Yeah. So thank you for watching. We really, really appreciate it. We're the Happy Pear. We're all about helping you to eat more veg. If you're interested, if you want some support to get healthier, check out our recipe club. It's on our app. It's literally $3.99 a month, so it's very affordable. Where we've got more than 1,000 recipes there. So thanks a million for watching. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.